up, guys? I'm on a road trip for work, and I always keep the GoPro on me these days. Just saw this awesome Dodge swept side getting fuel. This guy just bought it. It is a factory four-wheel drive truck from out in Arizona. He said I could walk around it, and this thing is pretty cool. What year did you say it was?
62.
62. And they really look sharp back in these days. I don't know how many Dodge guys we have on the channel, but I think this thing is sweet. Got the fuel tank sitting in the seat, old gun rack. It's beautiful, manual. Got a spare two-wheel drive front end, it looks like. Really cool patina on this thing. Yeah, he said that very little rust, and I agree with that. Definitely not much. That thing's awesome.
Yeah, it's from Utah. Right?
Oh, Utah, you said. Okay, nice.
It's got a 318 poly
Nice.
in it, which is like a non-existent engine. So
where'd you pick it up from?
literally down here, some guy about 20 minutes down the road.
Although I'm now on my third 6.7 Power Stroke, and let's see, I guess the fourth diesel that I've owned. This is about to be my first time putting diesel exhaust fluid in anything. It's kind of a sad day because I'm pretty against it, but this is a work truck and it's stock, so here goes nothing. That was definitely not a one-hand job. I spilled a little bit on the ground, so but we got her done, and yeah, that was a milestone moment for me because I've avoided doing this for so long, and I hope I never have to do it to any of my own trucks. Well, guys, I'm going down a really cool old country road right now. A lot of neat old farms and stuff on either side, and some dogs running around, kids riding four-wheelers and stuff, and I'm on my way to pick up a four-wheeler that I've had my eye on for a couple years now. Ever since I bought my Kawasaki Bayou, I kind of did some research about, you know, cheap old four-wheelers, and decided that this one I'm going to go get is the ultimate tough old four-wheeler. So we're going to pull up here soon. From what I saw, this is like a four-wheeler junkyard, and they kind of just buy and sell all kinds of stuff. So we'll go check it out. Hopefully they'll let us film some, because I saw a ton of cool stuff in the back, from just four-wheeler frames to tires sitting here and there. We'll see. Hopefully it's cool. Hopefully the four-wheeler is as nice as I think it is, and I'll take you all along for the ride. Pavement just ended, so that's always exciting. We are in Mississippi, by the way. For work, I had to drive over to Alabama, which is actually where I used to live. So I'm back at kind of where I worked before for a couple weeks. But every time I'm on Facebook Marketplace, I look for one of these four-wheelers because they are pretty hard to find, and if you do find them, they're usually getting parted out and pretty beat up. So I found one, and I was like, you know what? I don't have my trailer or my truck or anything. I'm in my wife's car. It's not gonna work out, but let me just message them, see if they have a trailer. They have a trailer. So I was like, okay, well, you know, I don't really want to go drive to Mississippi. Man, look at this. We're out here in the freaking woods here. I hope I'm going to the right place. And okay, maybe they'll have a trailer. And they had a trailer. And I'm like, well, maybe I can get them to send me a video of the thing running. Most people don't want to do that. They sent a video. Looks great in the video. They even FaceTime me. So here I am in Mississippi, driving in the middle of nowhere. I sure hope I'm going the right way, because this is looking more and more like a four-wheeler path instead of a place to buy one. So we'll see what happens here. Might have just wasted some gas, and that is precious stuff right now. This looks like the spot. We are back on pavement, which is a good sign, because I could tell that it was going to be on pavement from the pictures. So here we go. They got all kinds of tires and everything out here, just like I like. So we'll see what's going on with it. All right, I just spoke with them, and they said I can take it for a spin. I'll give you a quick little once over of it, but been looking for one of these for a bit. Let's see, she's 1989, I believe, so she's definitely been around the block. It's got a little rattle can job on it, but let's see how it wants to start up. Alright, says we're in neutral. Real quick to start. And we got a weird little hand shifter for like kids to use here, so I'm not 100% how to go in reverse, but perhaps down. Yeah, where's the button at? Alright, there it is. Okay, cool.
And then pull back on it.
Alright.
You gotta pull back.
So it's a normal Honda.
Go down.
Normal Honda, okay, yeah. Thank you. Alright. All right, so there's reverse, and we got some slop in the steering wheel, but she does have the bushing for that. Sounds really healthy so far. There's neutral and first. What y'all do with my foot? And second, all right. Check this place out. This is crazy. Look at all those three-wheelers over there. All right, I'm in second here. Let's see how it does taking off in second. Full drive seems to work great. There's a little jet ski over there too. I'll bump it back down to first. Muddy right there, so I'm going to try reverse again. So get her in neutral, pull this down, and got it set up like that. Let's see. Alright, so there's reverse. Oh, found a nice hole. That was a hole-on ditch. All right. Well, I bought it. The lady really wasn't coming down off the price. She ended up pretty much giving me the trailer, which it's a pretty crappy trailer, I'm not gonna lie. We'll see if it makes it back. But I got the four-wheeler for her asking price, but it came with the trailer. So a little bit steep, I'll tell you the price later. But I have not found one this clean. I'm really hoping these plastics hold up on the drive because they are a little dry rotted. And these are known for cracking really bad, but this one is in one piece. Aside from one little spot I'll show you over here. You can see I took the seat off because I didn't want to lose it. I also took these side pieces off. Those are super hard to find. If you lose those, you're pretty much out of luck there. But it does have this one crack right here that is super subtle, and it's kind of hid by these shark fins here, which are a pretty neat thing. Really like the styling of this. It's kind of like a Can-Am Renegade before they were a thing. It's a sporty looking skinny plastic quad, but it is four-wheel drive, and this being a solid front axle rig, the only really four-wheeler of its kind, Honda really wanted to hit the market with this thing as their first four-wheel drive, as something reliable, and Honda has really kept that reputation ever since. A lot of people know about the Honda 300s, but this being the daddy of those, this is a really solid rig. A lot of people actually steal the rear ends out of this to put on their Honda 300s because you just can't break them. Hopefully I have the same experience with this. If we can keep her in one piece going down the road on this little trailer. Update, we got her to the house. I'm actually at my buddy TJ's garage. He has all kinds of tools and making it really easy for me to get this thing real tuned up. As you can see, I'm working on this handlebar bushing here. There's a ton of slop in it right here, but it did come with this bushing that will hopefully fit in there. I'm gonna have to pull this whole column out. There's a nut down here. I'm not gonna get too in depth with that because a lot of y'all aren't looking for how-to videos on these. Probably never even seen one of these before. So anyway, I'm working on that. Also changed the oil, throwing this Lucas stuff in here. It was actually a little bit cheaper at O'Reilly's. I was there picking up some stuff for the trailer, and just ended up having that. They also had the filter, so got the new filter in already, and the oil was pretty black in it, so I'm excited to go ahead and do that. A couple little things, tuning up here and there, and this thing should be pretty tight and ready to go. Just got that nut off, and everything's really greased and feels really solid under here. Pretty excited so far. So about to pull this big part out. This should be exciting. You can see it's kind of floppy. Alright, so that's where that bushing is supposed to go, and as you can see there is 0 bushing in there, and that's why it feels like crap. There's some powder from what's left of it, but we'll see if the one in this bag will fit here, and hopefully she'll be nice and tight. We just finished up that steering bushing replacement, and as you can see she's nice and tight, doesn't jiggle. I'm a little worried it might be too tight because it definitely was not the exact right part number. I think it was for a newer Honda, like a 300 or something. So I had to actually trim it to get it to fit. We had to really wedge it in there, kind of kicked our butts, but got that squared away now so it's not jiggling. That was really annoying. As soon as I got on the thing I was like, yeah, not gonna be cool with that, but luckily made that work. Touched up a couple things. I'm gonna put the oil in it. I already changed the filter and let it drain and everything, so got some oil here. I'm gonna finish up with that, and then I'm gonna throw on this regular foot shift here so we don't have this weird lever anymore. But I am gonna hold on to this because I do want my kids to ride this one day. I've just got the one 8-month-old baby girl right now, but before too long she'll be riding with me, and then one day let her ride it by herself. That's the idea. Keep this thing around. So I'm gonna finish her up and I'll give y'all an update. This video was not brought to you by Lucas Oil, but it'd be pretty cool if it was. Now that the fun stuff's done, I'm just kind of wiping off all the overspray where somebody tried to spray these racks without masking it at all. So you can see back here, it's all freaking black, just all over the place. So a little bit of carburetor cleaner, and if I can do this with one hand, you can see it kind of wipes right off. So that's about all I have left for it. Just gave it a quick pressure washing. Looks a lot better. It was pretty much just dirty from when I rode it, that property where I bought it from. And next thing hopefully for the video will be a little overview on TJ's 1985 Bronco. This thing is awesome. He's been working on it for a while. I actually have some clips of it back when it was white, and even when it was taken apart from previous videos. So we're going to try to drive that thing tomorrow hopefully and show you all a little bit more about it. But really stoked on how this old school four-wheeler came out. I ended up taking off this winch thing because there's just a bunch of extra wires that didn't go to anything. So she's all stock now, beside these diamond plate footrests here, which I may take off at some point. All right, they're multiplying now. TJ's neighbor and one of our buddies brought over his, what is it, 86 Suzuki 230 Quad Sport. He said, this thing is rad. Look at that front, like air intake radiator looking style there. That's crazy. Little Suzuki motor. He said it was orange, and he painted it, and it's got some cool zip tie stitching where it's cracked over the years. Pretty sweet. It got the little decompression lever for kick starting it, which I forgot to use. I just rode it down the street. Yeah, she's pretty rad. Thought it was kind of neat. This is the how you get it to go in reverse. Right here has this like extra little lever. So pretty cool little bike, and definitely got that old school style. What year did you say it was again?
86.
Yeah, I just said 86. So this is 89. So we're having a little throwback day here, and just checking them out here in this nice lighting. Nothing like the old school stuff. This is hilarious. This has turned into a whole four-wheeler deal now. Now we've got this Polaris 90 over here. Hilton's the same one with that Suzuki. This was his wife's four-wheeler when she was a kid, and he's still got it. And we're going to try to adjust the suspension a little bit because it's really sagging from grown men riding it. But this thing is crazy. It's a really solid little rig with automatic transmission, and it's built just like a Sportsman. It's got a fake headlight, but these work, and crazy little, it's kind of like a little race quad underneath with the big plastics. Oh yeah, here's a start switch too, because there's no key for it. That little horn, that's hilarious, man. That was too funny. So yeah, we're gonna try to get it right. Maybe we're gonna play with it tomorrow morning. So we just set the preload, I believe is what they call them. Is that right?
I think so.
Something like that. We just twisted this little doohickey while it was jacked up, and hopefully it'll be all right because it had like Ford Bronco alignment at first. It was really sagging. Yeah, jump on it or something. Push her down. Yeah, it comes back now. So before it would come down and like have crazy freaking negative camber, but yeah, I think we fixed it.
It's a lot better.
It's awesome. And we tore this thing apart again for no good reason. Can't leave this thing alone. Also got that front sticker off because it was all peeled up. We started blowtorching the front of this too to make it nice and shiny black. We're gonna have to finish that up too because he's trying to sell this thing. Well, it's the next morning and Hilton showed us this really cool dirt spot over here. It's a dirt pit that apparently people have been riding at for years with no issues. So we're gonna give her a little test here. I got the fan going because it is hot out here. And we got TJ on the little 90, just zipping around. And then here comes Hilton. So this isn't exactly what this four-wheeler is built for. It's a little bumpy out here. It's more of like a sport quad spot, but it's doing good so far. I just kind of took it around for a little test spin, and I'm really stoked on it. It rides better than you would think for being solid axle, front and rear, but we're gonna try to hit some trails later too. I think that's where this will really shine. All right, I can't let him have all the fun. I'm gonna get back on and ride. All right, we had an awesome time riding. As y'all could tell, we were up kind of late last night hanging out in the garage and decided to go riding today. So after that, I really wanted to show y'all his Bronco. Like I said, it's been on the channel a couple times before in various stages. It's now black. It used to be white. And it's on a 4-inch BDS, right? Tell me a little bit about it.
It's got 4-inch BDS. It's got an Eaton locker in the front, a Yukon locker in the rear.
He went ham on this thing. Had it all taken apart, axles and everything.
It's on 37s. Let's see what else. I got chrome ollie axles in the front. 3-inch dual straight pipes.
Oh yeah, she's loud. Well, I'll let you hear it here in a second. Yeah, this thing's crazy. So yeah, 85. It's the bull nose style. What gear ratio did you put in it again?
410s.
410s. Okay, so 410s on 37s. Really solid, like all steel wheels. You know, there's no holes in them at all. Definitely a little heavier, but really cool looking and really solid. He's been talking about this setup for a while. I think it looks great on there. Got the dual BDS shocks. What else you got going on with it?
It has a 67 F100 dash that's in progress.
Yeah, check this out. This old school dash here. This actually came out of my green F100, and I was gonna just kind of have it sitting around as scrap metal, and he saw it and was like, you know what? My dash is all kinds of cracked, and I'm already, you know, taking the whole interior out of this thing. Maybe I'll throw it in. And he did. I can't believe he did. It looks crazy good. These gauges are awesome. Still in progress, like you said, so there's some stuff missing, but that old school dash looks awesome, dude. Good job on that.
I think it turned out really nice.
Yeah, so interior still in progress. A couple other things too, but I mean, she'd be a sweet freaking mud rig right now, but you're gonna have her pretty nice, I think, by the time you're done with it. Clean rig. Yeah, like I said, in progress here. Oh yeah, dude, tell them about your freaking wheel wells you made.
Yeah, so the entire back of this truck was completely rusted out, and I didn't want to just go get another parts truck and kind of piece it together. So this is still in progress, but I built this so it could fit a CJ5 rear seat in between the two fender wells, and hopefully gonna do some old Willie style boxes in the back.
Storage boxes?
Storage boxes.
Yeah, these are massive, dude. You made like whole new, like, I mean, you could see, imagine where the wheel well would be. Like, this is huge. Tons of room in there to put stuff once you get that cut out like that.
Yeah.
It'd be crazy. And plenty of room for the 37s, for sure, like that. You can see up in here, like, there's just room for days.
Yeah, with the back to clear the 37s, I was afraid it was going to run in the front, and I was tired of electronics. So I got rid of almost all of the electrical stuff in this.
Yeah, check out that Optima shelf he's got right there. That's pretty sweet. Yeah, a ton of weight reduction right now. There's no fenders or anything, but it's dope. Yeah, tell me about the motor.
It's a 351 Windsor. This truck originally came with a straight 6.
Oh wow, I didn't know that.
I bought it with a 302 in it that was full of water.
Yeah.
And I put a 351 in it.
That's awesome. So yeah, it's a 5.8. You can get that 351 from, they had that, when did that motor start? Like in the 70s, 80s or something? And they had them in the 90s Broncos. Yeah, it's been around for a while. It's, you know, it's comparable size to like a Chevy 350, obviously. What about carburetor action?
That's just a Holley 4160 straight off the Advanced Auto Parts shelf. I try to get everything from a parts store so I don't have to specially order anything.
Yeah, that makes it, wow, voice crack, that makes it easy.
But I didn't want to order a custom radiator, so this is actually a 97 F-150 radiator.
Wow.
And I did that because it's a lot shorter than the stock Bronco radiator.
Gotcha.
Because I'm hoping to hide a winch behind the stock bumper.
Oh yeah,
to
dude.
keep this all nice and flush.
Yeah, you'd mentioned that. You're gonna put like a little slot right there for the winch, you know, the actual end of it to come out and have it all tucked up in there nicely. I like that for sure. Might as well start her up.
Yeah, start her up.
It's got long tubes and straight pipes here. Before you do though, let's show them the other mufflers because we're not gonna be able to hear it once we do this.
Yeah.
So he's gonna be putting these Black Widow mufflers on here, which are basically, you know, glorified straight pipes themselves, but they do have some baffles in there. I don't know if you can see that, but kind of just diverts the airflow a little bit, and you know, hopefully we'll take some of the raspiness out of it. But yeah, she's loud. What do you got, 3-inch pipe on this thing?
3-inch from the header back. So
yeah.
Nobody sold 3-inch headers. Well, if they did, it was a lot of money. And I already had almost brand new long tubes.
Nice.
So I just cut and rebuilt collectors and then slowly routed the 3-inch all the way back.
I like it, dude.
So everything on this truck is either Amazon or parts store.
Yeah, that's awesome. And with the BDS kit, you know, you can slap that right on and always get parts for it.
Yep.
Everything. So really nice, dude. I like those radius arms for it. Mine being just a leveling kit, my BDS, I don't have that, so mine just has the stock ones, but that looks really clean.
And I did disc brake conversion in the rear.
Nice. That's awesome, dude.
It actually uses Monte Carlo front calipers.
Wow. I was
like
gonna ask you what they're
20
for.
bucks a piece.
That's awesome.
So keeping it cheap, keeping it something I can go get.
New hubs. I know I stole one of yours, put on my Bronco.
Swapped it out with Warren.
Yeah, that was nice.
Upgraded from the mile markers.
That's awesome.
Mile
dude.
markers worked, but
yeah, we've been sharing parts back and forth between Broncos for a little bit now, so it's nice to see this thing come together. All right, this thing, I'm gonna tell y'all, it's loud. Camera probably won't do it justice. around some, you can hear it. Yeah, that thing's crazy. I dig it, dude. Oh yeah, even with that, it does make it a little quieter.
Yeah.
Surprise. Yeah, dude, just do that. It looks sick. Yeah, that will be nice. I think that'll be just right.
Yeah.
Once you get them in, you know, in place. Yeah, obviously. Yeah, nice, dude. Yeah, get those mounted up in there. Should be sweet. I think that's gonna do it for this video. Thank y'all so much for watching. Had a ton of fun on the Honda 350D. Really stoked I found one that's in one piece and this clean, and that I didn't break it out there riding around for its first maiden voyage with me. She's an old girl. These things are supposed to be really tough, so hopefully it gives me many faithful years of fun. I put it back together here. I typically take everything off of it when I'm trailering it because I don't want to lose any of these rare plastics or even the seat or anything. Also, y'all may have noticed in the videos that we took the diamond plate step things off of there, and also kind of touched up some of the, they'd already rattle canned it, so I kind of just re-rattle canned it. But you probably can't see in this lighting, but it's all nice and black now and has a normal shifter in the normal location. That was kind of TJ's idea. We were looking at it and I was like, oh, it's pretty ugly. And TJ just started taking it off, and we ended up taking them off. It was like 2 bolts. Wasn't too bad, so looks way better, and it actually rode really nice like that. Trying to shift it with those steps was weird. So with that, I hope you guys liked his Bronco. Thought the video was cool. I know it's typically a channel for truck stuff. A lot of guys with trucks like 4-wheelers too. Hopefully y'all enjoy the video. And y'all be sure to check out Grapaholics on Instagram. I also have Facebook and even a TikTok now. So I'm all over the place. Y'all make sure to check out all the pages and come back and subscribe to Grapaholics on YouTube. Thank y'all so much.